Hello my fellow aliens, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, I'm Jojo Rarity. So let's do a recap of the movies that came out in 2021. I want to talk about all the best movies that came out last year, like all the movies that I watched and also all the movies that I loved, and gonna be a top 10 by the way. I narrowed it down to top 10. So I rewrote it down like 37 movies in a year. All the new ones, I mean. And it's kinda few. Like the new movies, of course, that came out last year. And I watched a few of them. But yeah, there's so many movies coming out each and every day. How can I watch it all? So I'm gonna start with, of course, number 10. And it's Red Notice. So, I am a Ryan Reynolds fan. Also, I like Dwayne Johnson, Gal Gadot. Come on, there's good actors to choose. And also, the movie was a pretty big hit. Also, it came in the cinemas in Germany, maybe only a couple of days. Then on Netflix. So, it's like the most expensive Netflix movie out there. And it was really, really incredible movie. Also, with such a good actors, how can you not like it, right? So I think like Ryan Reynolds was kind of art thief, and then Jen Johnson kind of has to look for him. He was kind of like a cop or whatever, detective. He always played this kind of role, and they're gonna wanna find some egg. To be honest, I forgot already the storyline how we talked about last time, but yeah, it's kind of like such an action movie. And also, of course, comedy involved because Ryan Reynolds, everything that he says is always so super funny. And also, I heard it's gonna be a part 2. Let's see how it's gonna be. Because I don't know, like the ending kind of feels like there's gonna be a part 2. Number 9 is, of course, a Marvel movie. Of course, it has to be on my list. And it's ShangChi. Actually, the second Marvel movie that came out last year. And I really loved it. I didn't expect it to like it so much because I don't know. I never knew the storyline. I never know what it's gonna be about. I only know it's gonna be like an Asian superhero. It's also gonna be exciting, of course, because we never have any Asian superhero yet. So that's why it was also kind of nice to see that, and also like a new character in the MCU, because like already Phase 4, and actually it's the first movie like after Endgame thing about, because Black Widow was first, but it's kind of like before, of course. She was still alive. So yeah, Shang-Chi started on. It was just a good start in Phase 4. And yeah, so kind of I like the magical kind of twist in this movie. I didn't know it was gonna happen. And because like I'm not really a fan of martial arts or something like that, but I really like the magical aspects in this movie. Number 8 is a Disney movie called Cruella. It's with Emma Stone, my girl, and she did a good job in playing this role. Like, there's so many movies always like about the villain, right? Like, there's so many movies now. First was like Maleficent. So it's about Cruella's backstory, like when she was younger and why she turned out the way she is. And also watched on Disney Plus, by the way, it came out. I watched it like I waited till it came out like for free. So yeah, I also heard it was a pretty good movie. And of course, I love Emma Stone. I knew it's gonna be good because such a good actress. And we enjoyed this movie. I really liked the storyline. Everything was also kind of comedy. It's like a heist movie, also mixed with Devil Wears Prada kind of hype. So yeah, if you enjoy this kind of movie, go check it out. So there's so many horror movies that I haven't watched from last year because in the cinemas where I'm working, they always show it in German. I only watch English movies, so that's why I can never watch horror movies in the cinemas. Only sometimes they have, but I don't know why. Like Ready or Not, they had it in English. I don't know why. So anyway, I want to talk about Fear Street, the trilogy all in all. Like it came out last year in summertime. I remember it because it's like during my birthday week. And so if you know me by now, I'm a horror fan. So I love horror, and I loved also the Fear Street books from R.L. Stine. I read it when I was younger, and it's a kind of more scary and more brutal than the Goosebumps series, of course, because Goosebumps are more like for kids, and this is like more for young adults. And so I really enjoyed the trilogy. Like it's like every timeline, like different kind of year, and it goes like way back to the past. I think 1666, right? And the way to the future, I think 1994 was the latest year. So I like how they combined everything on one. I love like how the story was so original, like only based on the first three books. And yeah, I really want to see more of that. It was so cool when Netflix announced that they're gonna do a trilogy of the Fear Street from the Fear Street books, like put it into 3 parts. Kind of amazing if you think about it. That's why I was kind of like, I was so excited to watch it all and hoping they're gonna do more in the future. Ghostbusters Afterlife is on number 6 on my list, and also watch it on the cinemas. I'm so excited also to watch this one. I'm a Ghostbusters fan. I watched the other 2 movies as well, and also Paul Rudd is in it. Come on, like in every movie there has to be a Marvel character at least, right? So anyway, I also like that they have a cameo, I like that the other cast also are in this movie, like all the cast that we knew. The main cast from Ghostbusters were in this movie. It's so nice to see. Spoilers ahead, by the way. But it already been such a long time since the movie came out. So I like the storyline also because it kind of also have giving a hint always, like it's kind of like Ghostbusters 1 with the Marshmallow Man and so many other hints, like with the statue, like the gargoyle one. And I really like how they did that. And yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I'm surprised people even like this one. Even the older fans, like the one who are up with these movies, also kind of enjoyed this one and say it's better than Ghostbusters 2. And also, I have to say it's better than Ghostbusters 2 because part 2 wasn't that good. This one is like really on top of it. Oh, now on top 5 already, and it's Venom 2. Yeah, hate me or love me for it. I know people love or hate the movie. I'm kind of biased, I think, because I love Tom Hardy. So it doesn't matter, the storyline. But it wasn't really that bad. I know I like Venom 1 also better, but I really like the Carnage story because Woody Harrelson also, he did a great job in playing a villain, I think. I really enjoyed his performance. And also, there was like some part when they fight, like Venom and Carnage was amazing. That part, it's the best part in the movie when they fight together. And yeah, also if you watch the end credit scene, it's like, wow, I'm so excited to watch SpiderMan. Number 4 on my list is A Quiet Place 2. And yeah, it's so high on my list because I really loved the movie. I was so surprised to, like, I didn't believe it was gonna be so good because I know I didn't also hear quite so much about the movie. It came out also when it came like lockdown here, and so it was kind of late when I watched it. I really want to buy it. I bought it when it came out because I really want to watch it. Also because I knew Cillian Murphy is in this movie, so I really want to watch it also because I love Cillian Murphy. And it's kind of like his second apocalypse movie after 28 Days Later. And it's kind of nice to see him in this role. Oh, kind of reminds me of Jim. If you know the movie, you know what I mean. So yeah, it was so good, I think. I know if you like it or not, but I really enjoyed it. Like, also they did show more of the monsters. I know that they have names or something. Because in the first part, right, like only in the end they showed them, but there was like so many things happening, they showed them. And they even showed like bad people. Like, of course, bad people always exist in the apocalypse. So yeah, we enjoyed this movie. We want to watch it again sometime and give it a try. On to the top 3. And by the way, if you noticed, the sun is going down. It's like it kind of got darker here. But I'm gonna do it really quick. So the number 3 is Free Guy. Yay! I really was so excited when it came out. I always want to watch it. I love already the storyline when I saw the trailer because if you're a gamer and kind of a gamer fan, like kind of say I'm a gamer because I play games sometimes. I'm not really good at it, but I do play sometimes because I have PS4. So we love Free Guy. It's also Ryan Reynolds again, and I watched it in the cinema, so it's kind of nice to see such a good movie in the cinema sometimes. Because now it's on Disney Plus also, so fast they're gonna put it on there. So it's like about those people like are in a game, like Ryan Reynolds' character is actually from a game. He's only an NPC. it means non-playable character. You can even play him, so he's just like a random guy, but they also can talk and like. I know he's kind of different because I kind of realized why he always do the same things every time, like getting his coffee. He's like walking around doing the same stuff every day. It's like if you think about it, Sims. If you know the game, like in Sims, like the NPC characters always like walking around, right? You don't play them, but they're just there and always do their own stuff. He's kind of this character in this movie. And then he kind of met a woman that he kind of fell in love with so fast. And she's like a player. Someone is playing her. So then also he realized he want to change his life suddenly, because he kind of like if you play, you kind of have these glasses on, and so kind of found like one of the goggles, whatever you call it. Yeah, and then he put it on and he saw it differently. Like he kind of became a player character, but no one plays him, and people always talk about him. They wonder who playing him, but no one actually plays him. So it's kind of like his own. He kind of, I know, kind of lost his programming, kind of. And so that the movie is about this, like about games. Like I think because my mom, she didn't quite understand it, so I kind of explained it to her. But if you're a gamer, you kind of know like what this movie is about. So kind of maybe confusing for some other people. But yeah, also some cameos are in this movie, which maybe I don't want to talk about if I haven't seen it, but it's fun to see. So just enjoyable movie. And also love the original idea. Like what? It's like really so different than other movies, and yeah. Number 2, like the only 2 movies left. One is a Marvel movie, and one is a DC movie. And number 2 is the Suicide Squad. Actually, I wanted to put it on number 1 before, but then I watched another movie, of course, kind of obvious movie I'm gonna be talking about. But yes, I love the Suicide Squad. It's kind of like a part 2, but also not, because they're kind of different. Like, yeah, some of the characters are in this movie also, like Rick Flag, also my girl Harley Quinn, and some others. Yeah, some others, I guess. So anyway, the first 10 minutes, they're actually the best part in this movie. Come on, I watched it 2 times in cinemas. And first time I watched it with a friend, and second time with my mom, because she didn't watch it yet. And the thing is so worth it to watch cinemas. Also, James Gunn, like the movies he include, always fits so well. It's just amazing, like the how it started was like the best, like the theme song from Suicide Squad, and the whole playlist, like the whole songs on it are so good. I think I always choose good songs every time I hear them. I always remember the scenes and everything. So yeah, the first 10 minutes were the most fun and the most brutal ones. To be honest, I didn't expect it to be so brutal. That's why not everyone like it, I think, because of that. Because it was like too brutal suddenly, and like, because like the first part was like quite different, right? It's like so vulgar and brutal and like typical James Gunn movie. So I understand why people don't like it. Someone told me like, it's like all over the place, like too much going on. But I like it. Also, I love the jokes. I laughed at every joke they made. I know maybe it's not for everyone, but I can watch this movie 1,000 times. That's why it's in part 2, because like also really one of the best movies that came out last year for sure. And maybe also biased because I love James Gunn, his movies, but really, I know maybe I'm really not into watching Peacemaker, but I need to watch everything James Gunn actually doing. I think, even though I don't like the character, I really hate the actor, but maybe I want to give it a try. Also gonna come this January actually. So let's see. I don't know whose character is gonna show up also. Oh, guess what is on number 1 spot? If you know me by now, you know. Of course, it's SpiderMan No Way Home. And I knew it's gonna be the best movie even before I watched it. Also, okay, I don't want to spoil for you guys, but it's like one of the best movies I saw. I'm not gonna say it's better than Endgame, because let's face it, Endgame is still the best movie ever, because like all the characters that came in this movie was just like an experience you never witnessed. But also Spider-Man now is also pretty on top of that, maybe on Endgame. Also, I can't wait to do my own video about Spider-Man, because there's so much I want to talk about, which I always can't say because of the spoilers. But I really need to talk about this movie, because I really want to talk about with anyone about this movie, like why it's so good and everything. And there's a reason why I love this movie. So if you want to see that, it's gonna be up soon. Like this month also, I'm gonna be doing the Spider-Man ranking. I'm so excited to talk about all the Spider-Man movies and how I found each and one of them. Like, yeah, so it's one of the best one. Also, the seats that I've got was not that good. I was like too much at the front and also at the side because there's no seats. Like every day is sold out, and I also have no time because I'm working all the time. And if I'm off, they think I'm gonna go to the movies and go to my workplace again. So yeah, hopefully I can still watch it before. I don't know. We never know what's gonna happen. Lockdown again, quarantine again. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm happy that I still got to watch it in the cinemas. I'm just so happy to be alive and to watch it in the cinemas. Like, to see this all and experience it all in the cinemas. Like, I mean, at this age, because like I grew up with the other Spider movies and always loved Spider-Man movies, right? So yeah, enough said, but yeah, it's like such a good experience to watch it now. And I think that's all I have to say. Go check out my video that's gonna come out soon. So that was it. So comment down below what were your top 10 favorite movies of last year. Like last year we had some pretty good movies, I think. I'm not disappointed there's so many Marvel things that came out last year, but this year is gonna be more epic and more amazing, I think, because there's so much more Marvel movies, right? First of all, Doctor Strange. I'm so excited about that. Also Morbius. We should also talk about my other video. And much more, like what else gonna come out? Like even Thor 4, like Love of Thunder. Oh my god, so excited me, like it's gonna be the best, also one of the best years, I think. There's so many movies and also new shows that will come out again. Anyway, I'm gonna do also a separate video talking about that. So don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to see me again, put on the post notifications so next second upload every Wednesdays and Saturdays. See you guys on the next video. Bye.